Assalamu alaikum to all of my students. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to take the concept of price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand. As we have discussed relation between price and demand. I tell you there is an inverse relation between price. If price increases, quantity demand falls. Quantity demand falls. When price falls, quantity demand increases. There is a negative relation. Negative relation. For example, if price is 10, quantity demand is, for example, 30. When price increases to, for example, 10 to 20, quantity demand follows 30 to, when price increases, quantity demand follows to 30, 25. 24, means there is an inverse relation. As price increases, quantity demand falls. What is the need of this price elasticity of demand? This shows us, this is in absolute terms. Absolute terms. This is a direction. Wholly I can tell you, this whole relationship shows only direction. Direction. Relationship between price and commodity, is it positive or negative? I mean, if price and demand, there is a negative relation, means there is a negative relationship, which I show with the help of these are absolute numbers. Now sometimes they may be positive. For example, P increases, quantity demand also increases. P falls, quantity demand also falls. As I tell you in case of exceptional case of law of demand. As I tell you, demand is a positive relation. If it is price increase, demand also increase. There is no fall of demand. But this only shows us direction, positive or negative. Or it will show us in terms of it will show us in absolute terms. But what we understand from this concept, elasticity of demand, and it will show us degree. Degree of elasticity of demand means how much price has changed that lead to change in quantity demand. How much? It shows quantity, how much. This only shows direction, but this will show us how much, means generally we measure in terms of percentage. In terms of percentage, then it will show how much percent change in price leads to change in percentage quantity demanded. Then elasticity, degree of responsiveness of demand due to change in price. Then it will show us degree in percentage terms, how much percent change in quantity demanded changes due to change in price. And it will show us in percentile. Now, first method, percentage method. Percentage method to calculate price, to calculate elasticity of demand. How to calculate elasticity of demand with the help of percentage method. I will not define the whole statement. I will write in short form. To calculate elasticity of demand with the method of percentage, we simply, elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. This is the formula through which we can calculate price, through which we can calculate price elasticity of demand or elasticity of demand. As per this statement, formula will be elasticity of demand will be equal to minus P divided by Q multiplied by change in change in Q divided by change in P. Now, this is the formula to calculate the elasticity of demand. I will try to show this with the help of example so that you can easily understand how to calculate price elasticity of demand, how to calculate elasticity of demand with percentage method. For example, if price of ice cream per cup is 4 and demand is 1 cup. Demand is 1 cup. For example, price follows. If price of ice cream follows to 2 and demand rises to demand rises to 6. Demand rises to 6. For clarity of concept, so I will write here. I will write 6. Now, as per the formula, elasticity of demand will be equal to minus P divided by Q multiplied by change in Q divided by change in P. Now, which will take as per the now initial price is 4, initial quantity is 1 per cup, change in price is 2 as it has fallen to 2, quantity is 6. Now, as per the formula, original P is this, original price, this is P0 for understanding, P0, this is Q0. Now, we have to calculate, first know the change in quantity, change in price. First, change in quantity, here is quantity, here is initial quantity. First, I will take first price, initial price is 4. Now change in price, that will be equal to new price is P, that's equal to 2. That means 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4, that will be equal to minus 2. Now, change in quantity. Change in, yes, quantity. That is equal to 6, yes, 6 minus 1. That is equal to 5. That's equal to 5. Now, we get, we need, I will show, we need P, P is here. We need Q, Q is here. Now change in, this is change in, yes, change in P, this is change in Q. We have to now put this in formula, as per formula. The formula will be here, minus P. P is here, yes, original, 4, divide Q, 1, multiplied by, here is, yes, change in Q. Change in Q is 5. Here is change in P as minus 2. That will be equal to, negative sign and negative sign will be cancelled out. Now 5 4s are 5 multiplied by 4, that is equal to 20. Divide 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2. That will be equal to, if we cross, yes, cancel out 2, 10. That is equal to 10. What this shows us? It shows us 1% change in, yes, price. This is 10% rise in quantity demand. Means 1% of fall in, we can easily say 1%, ऐसे भी हम लिख सकते हैं 1% 1% of fall in price causes 10% rise in quantity demand. This shows us this example. There are too many examples we can put forward. What only one thing you should remember while doing these type of questions. Original price will remain every time same. Definitely you will face like these questions. Original price it will remain same every time. But demand will remain same. But new price of ice cream fall to 2. Definitely you have that I call change 4 minus 2. That is initial price minus new price, fall price. 4 minus 2. Similarly, demand, original demand is this, 1 cup of tea. New demand is rises to 6. The initial demand minus change in demand. 1, yes, 6 minus 1. Definitely there will be 2 statements. What you have to understand between this variable, change in kind, change in P. The difference between the initial price, new price, initial demand, new demand. Then according to that, you have to put forward the question in formula, then you get answer. With the passage of time, here are too many examples. I will try to show here so that you get easily understood these concepts. This lecture I will conclude here. In next lecture, I will discuss the geometric method of calculate price elasticity of demand. Till that time, you have to wait and watch. I will be coming soon. Hope for the best. Take care. Thanks. Have a nice day.